Call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Certainly. Supervisor Moore.
Present.
Councilwoman McNamara.
Present.
Councilman Iacilli.
Here.
Councilman Pell.
Present.
Councilman Schiavone.
Present.
I move to accept the minutes from the town board meeting of February 27th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Madam Clerk, would you please read the communications?
Certainly. The following communications have been received in the office of the town clerk. We have received public notices from the Suffolk County Department of Economic Development and Planning regarding the 2024 Shellfish Aquaculture Lease Program. Town of Southampton, Town of Southold, notice of adoption for a temporary moratorium on battery energy storage systems, facilities, Village of North Haven, public hearing notice relating to pickleball conversions, Village of Quogue, Planning Board referral for 8 Midhampton Avenue, Quogue, Riverhead Central School District, notification of Board of Education adoption of volunteer firefighter and ambulance workers exemption. New York State liquor license, 30-day advance notice to local municipality. New applications have been received for 6 West Montauk Highway, Hampton Bays. There's 2. One and another one that came in that was amended for the same location. Emails, letters, and land use applications have been received regarding the following: CPF acquisition of the David Burlick's home, Hampton Bays, historical concept survey regarding the proposed development of Hampton Bays, proposed battery energy storage systems, BESS, proposed Riverside Sewer District, and 2 Zoning Board of Appeals applications, one for 611 Narrow Lane, Sagaponic, and the other for 29 Romana Drive in Hampton Bays. The following report was filed from the Town Comptroller for the February 2024 monthly financial reports. And that concludes the communications for this meeting's agenda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got 1 substitution and 5 walk-ons for us to vote if we're going to add it to the agenda. The substitution is number 45858, home rule request resolution in support of A 01531 S 02156 as it relates to the continued authority of the trustees of the freeholders and commonality of the town of Southampton in relation to ocean beaches and in other regards as set forth therein. And the walk-ons are the warrant number 45864, Town Board Resolution ID number 45868 to amend the 2024 adopted budget for salary and related benefits for maintenance mechanic 3. Town Board Resolution number 45869 for a resolution amending Resolution 210 of 2024. Town Board Resolution number 45871 to amend 2024 Town Board zoning amendment petition fee schedule for the Department of Land Management, and Town Board Resolution number 45877, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to enter into a contract with the Village of West Hampton Beach and Ashlar Contracting for the Governor John Adams Dix Windmill Restoration Project. Motion to add.
Can we
Do you want to vote individually?
separately, please?
Okay, so the vote on Town Board Resolution number 45858. Motion to add to the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
This particular one, what's the reason for the substitution? Because the original one, we had some questions on, right? Is that fair? Right, there was some legal issues that,
Janice said they forgot to put where's in the bottom.
There were no resolve clauses in the
Yep.
resolution that's in your packet.
I mean, I
I'd
have
like a
since
little time
received
to-
advice from council that we shouldn't go ahead with this for reasons that I think everybody needs to speak to legal counsel about, so I would not be comfortable walking it on.
The bills that are before the assembly right now, A 01531, that's still in Local Governments Committee, and the same thing with the Senate. It looks like it's going to be a standalone after the budget is passed on the 1st of April, so there's time here. You know, the session ends in June, so, you know, we do have time to vote on this home rule. But there were some legal issues, right? And considering that these are new here, I'd like to, learn what those are, and this can go on.
Jim, what's the legal,
Well, there was two things, and I have to look at the actual legislation myself, but there was one concern that was expressed to me from one of the attorneys in the office concerning the ability to bring matters to the Justice Court. So that, I have to clarify whether that's part of this bill or not. And then there was questions, some of the language talked about eminent domain, and there was a question whether trustees have that power, but.
that was a state bill that was given to, I think it's in 1912.
Right, or 1818, right. So that could be
1831.
something- If it's that same language,
It was
then
done twice.
maybe, if you wouldn't mind, if we had, since the Councilman Schiavone had mentioned that we have some time, if we could hold
Okay.
it off for just the one time, we can clarify.
Okay,
this
we can do
issue.
that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank
We
you.
could talk about it at the work session.
Sure.
Okay. So are we withdrawing that or tabling it? Well,
We'll table it.
it's
So you're
not
not
even on
substituting,
there.
and when you get to it
And then we'll just put it on the regular calendar next time around.
then when you get to the actual
Withdraw the other one
resolution,
and
then
then-
you'll take that action.
Okay, we'll withdraw it at that time.
Correct.
Okay.
So then, are we gonna vote on the other one?
Yeah. And so do you want to do the walk-ons individually also?
We can do them together, I'm fine with
All
that.
right. So I move to add the 5 walk-ons that I just read to today's agenda.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that includes the one for the benefits for maintenance mechanic in relation to the trustees.
Yes.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, would you please call the first public hearing?
Public hearing number 1, to consider establishing a sewer district known as the Riverside Sewer District in the hamlet of Riverside.
And our attorney Kathleen Murray is here to introduce this again for us.
Yes, thank you, Madam Supervisor. Good afternoon, members of the Town Board. So this is a continuation of the public hearings held both on February 15th and February 27th as it relates to the formation of the Riverside Sewer District. Since this is a continuation, your third hearing, I will be brief. The purpose, as you know, is to consider the formation of a sewer district in the hamlet of Riverside. That sewer district is necessary in order to facilitate the revitalization of Riverside, and in connection with that revitalization, implement zoning identified in your zoning code under the Riverside Overlay District. A map plan report attendant to the establishment of that district was filed in the town clerk's office on January 23rd. We are currently finalizing some minor edits with our engineering consultant, Tom Limbo, as it relates to that map plan report. I had hoped to have that for you today, but unfortunately, there's one more issue that we do need to clarify. So I will not have that for you, and I would ask, if you have no further questions for me, if you would leave this public hearing open until March 26th. Before which time you will receive a memo from my office indicating what the exact changes were to the map plan and report. Most of them were clarifications, but we just want to be sure that it's accurate.
Thank you. Well, I do have one card from James Ding on this.
That's
What?
Public portion.
Public portion.
Oh, okay.
Right, this first public hearing.
Excuse me.
No.
I'm sorry. I was wondering why
Little
it
bit
said
longer.
sculpture.
He's been here since last Thursday, so.
All right, well, if, is there anybody in the audience who didn't fill out a card who'd like to speak? Kevin, is there anybody on Zoom with their hand up?
No one on Zoom.
Then, unless the board has any questions or concerns?
Just a question about timing. Could
Yeah.
you kind of go over for the board what our timing looks like as far as getting this on an agenda? For us to
Absolutely.
approve it? Thank you.
So the proposal for March 26th would, first you have to adopt your secret findings before you can take any action on this district formation. So at this time, the FEIS is being finalized. That's your final environmental impact statement. It's responses to all of the comments and questions that came in during that secret hearing process for the location and siting of the STP. So the goal is on March 26th to be able to adopt that FEIS as complete, and then you do have to wait 10 days before you can adopt a finding statement under New York State law. So the goal is March 26th. It could be April 9th. We're working with our consultant to make sure that we stick to these timelines. You will see likely 3 resolutions on at the same time. The first resolution would be, assuming that it's the board's inclination, the first resolution would be a secret resolution, a finding statement for the secret resolution. The second would be a resolution establishing the district subject to permissive referendum. And the third would be a bond resolution. So our goal is beginning of April because of that permissive referendum timeframe. We can go into April. We may ask for a special town board meeting in the event that that's necessary. I apologize to the town clerk, but we're trying very hard not to do that.
A question, if there's been any update on how we might possibly offset some of the costs, such as the $225 annually to some of those who might be facing any, financial burdens in the community. Have we made any updates? I know that we were kind of looking into how that might move along if we can qualify certain people for that. Is there anything that we've been looking into further?
My understanding, Councilman, is that Janice Scheer did have an opportunity to speak with a representative, if I may say, from Senator Schumer's office, indicating that there are further grant monies that we can apply for that would be able to cover the costs of the O&M.
Oh, nice.
I think it's important to note, while it's wonderful that we have received the $35 million in grant monies that we received, we will, throughout this process, continue each year to be applying for further grant monies to offset any costs for this district creation. So that's going to be an ongoing effort each year to continue to make those requests and continue to ask. I don't know if you want to speak to that.
Other thing, good afternoon, board. Good afternoon, Councilman. Janice Scheer, Town Planning and Development Administrator, in response to creating a program for lower income folks who may need that extra help. You may wish to do this through the CPF water quality funds. We did that in East Quogue for the water main hookups. It would be a similar program where that would help offset those costs. But if we do get the O&M subsidy, you may not need to do that.
Okay.
But that would be for 1 year, that's O&M?
We hope to apply for 5 years.
5 years worth
Yeah.
of funding, yeah.
That would be very useful.
And we're looking at the STAR exemption as a type of model for something like this.
Correct. Something along those
So-
lines, like a lower income threshold. Because if someone new moves in who could afford it, well, then you bought the house there, that's just part of it. But if it's someone, we are hoping to not displace anyone out of their homes, and if that could be something that's significant to someone of lesser means.
It should also be noted that septic systems are expensive to replace if they fail to maintain, and all of that, or most of that anyway, will be off the table once they hook up to the sewer district. So
Yeah,
that's
they don't have to worry about any of
And
that.
that's a trade-off that is not necessarily calculated in a way that, probably should be with the district, is, that maintenance is not going to be part of the lives of those homeowners and commercial establishments in the future.
Right. Well said. Thank you.
Thank you.
The secret, you're asking us to have a public hearing on the 26th for that, the final secret report?
So just to outline that a little further, the secret process. So what happened was you closed the written record for testimony. Of course, if any agency comments come in and any other outstanding ones, we still take those in. We then, our consultant is writing the responses to comments, as Kathleen mentioned. And then the next step, it's not a public hearing, it's deeming that answer document, that FEIS complete, where you read it and you feel that those responses accurately answer the questions or comments. Once you say that's complete, you have to wait 10 days prior to adopting findings, and that would be the next action. And that will all happen at the same time. The findings, the district formation, and all the other things that were set.
Okay. All right, so please try to get it to us, in enough time so we can read it before the 26th so that we can do that.
Sure. If Mike Brousseau, if you're listening.
Yes.
He's the one writing it, so thank you.
Yeah. All right, well, if then, if no one else has any comments, then I move to hold the public hearing open until March 26th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Could I be added as a co-sponsor to that?
All right, Madam Clerk, would you please read the next public hearing notice? Cindy?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just saying something. Public hearing number 2 to consider amending Town Code, Chapter 325, Wetlands, to update a definition and clarify the public hearing newspaper publishing requirements.
Thank you, Kelly Doyle, Assistant Town Attorney. Thank you, Supervisor, Town Council members. The proposed local law today there are two very minor amendments to Chapter 325. That is the Wetlands Code. The first amendment would be to Section 325-3. That is the definition, boundaries of a wetland or wetland boundary. Right now, we have a manual entitled Ecological Communities of New York State. That was published originally in 1990. There was a newer edition. This was amended, and then the newer edition is 2014. So we wanted to update this to reference the most recent edition. And in case it's ever updated again, we just want to say the most recent edition rather than just putting the year. So that was just the first minor amendment. And then the second amendment it would be 325-8. Right now, an applicant is, when they go to a public hearing, actually the town rather, has to cause in the official town newspaper and one additional newspaper of general circulation a public hearing notice. A while ago, the official town newspaper was actually the Southampton Press Western edition. And so this, you had to publish one additional. So it was Western plus an additional Eastern. Now the official town newspaper is actually the Southampton Press Eastern and Western editions. So we can just publish in the one paper. So we just wanted to clean this up because right now it looks like you're supposed to publish in an additional newspaper, which is not the current practice. So these are just very minor amendments, just to update the code. And if there are any questions, I could answer those, and also a resolution of adoption, if the board is so inclined, I can put that on for the next meeting, in case there are any written comments.
I appreciate the housework on this, house cleaning or whatever.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, thank you, cleaning work. It's all the same to me. And I also know that the DEC is going to be coming out with new wetland mapping in the next year or two. So this is going to be updated as well. So referring to 1990 is not timely.
No, it's not.
Thank
No,
you.
it's not.
Good catch.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the most recent edition instead of having
We have to keep updating it every time,
All
yeah.
right. And my intention is to close this public hearing and have it put on for our next agenda, our next town board meeting.
Well, let's see if there's anybody who have we don't have any cards from anybody with any comments. Kevin,
Very
is there
controversial.
anybody on Zoom with their hand up?
No one on Zoom.
Okay. Does anybody on the board have any questions or
No.
concerns? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Like to make a motion to close this
Second.
public hearing?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, let's move on with the public portion. Okay, so, now. Yes, Mr. Ding, come forward, please. All the way to the end. Yeah.
Thank
Oh, I didn't make enough for.
It's okay, we'll get
She'll
copies.
pass them up.
Yeah.
I just made enough for the.
It's okay. Just a stamp them.
Hello, my name is James Thing. I am an artist who had the good fortune to have my outdoor XOXO Hugs and Kisses sculpture displayed publicly. I am here to express two wishes. I wish to place this sculpture at the corner of Nugent Street and Windmill Lane in Southampton. Around the world, various governments, from large to small, are recognizing artists by placing their sculptures in public spaces. The Southampton village government has recognized me by placing my XOXO Hugs and Kisses sculpture at the Southampton Arts Center. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to do so. It's at SAC, 25 Jobs Lane. 71 Nugent Street is a patch of lawn that the village and the town co-own. This lot is directly opposite the Rogers Memorial Library. The village is willing to place my sculpture there. They need your consent. It is my wish that this town board share this vision with the Southampton village government and the Southampton community. Southampton Village Mayor Bill Manger, Southampton Village Deputy Mayor Gina Aresta, Southampton Village Trustees Robin Brown, Roy Stevenson, Leonard Zananti, and Southampton Arts Center Executive Director Christina Strassfield all share the vision of love and harmony for the community and the world. I would like to know if the Southampton Town Board would like to share this same message. Southampton has a long history of being an artist colony. Going back in time, around 1891, the Shinnecock Hills Summer School of Art was started. This was the first outdoor art school in America. As a result of this, there is a small section in Shinnecock Hills called the Art Village. This area was designated by the Southampton Town Board in 2012. We seem to have drifted from plein air painting, making art outdoors, to only have art displayed in museums. You can dispel this myth that all art belongs in museums. I mentioned that many governments around the world that have placed art sculptures in their cities and towns. Why would these government agencies do this? The most obvious answer is to make it better for their communities. I ask you, why are you serving? I bet one of the answers you are saying to yourself is to make it better. Being a leader takes courage. The courage to stick your neck out and make things better. You have the ability and capacity to make a positive impact. Can you imagine yourself being responsible for making Southampton a very unique place? There are numerous lawns or vacant parcels that can support a work of art. Yes, these parcels were bought with CPF money, which has its covenants. A possible workaround is that art sculptures are temporary. One last thing, what would it cost? There will be no cost to our town. It's that simple. I hope you consider my wishes for making a positive impact and enriching people's lives. In order for our community to stay dynamic, we have to change and grow. Art is a uniquely human activity that inspires. Please join with me and the Village of Southampton in our vision that we don't have to be average and ordinary. Southampton can be extraordinary with inspiring art, sculptures sprinkled throughout our town. And if you are still not seeing the vision, you can take a baby step by placing my XOXO Hugs and Kisses sculpture at the corner of Nugent Street and Windmill Lane to test it.
You have a picture?
I do want to bring a poster that my sculpture comes alive at night.
How is that illuminated?
This is Cobb LED.
So the only issue, I know you just asked if there was an exemption in our dark skies law for artwork. There is not. So we would need to, that would be our first step. If you wanted to light it at night, we would have to take a deeper dive into our dark skies code because.
Sure.
It would be in the
Well,
village. It would be in the
and
village.
it's certainly adjustable as well as
Okay.
color changing, because right now I have it lit up green for St. Patty's.
Okay.
And it could mimic the Empire State Building.
I mean, the
But-
village has our dark skies code as well, so it would be an issue for them. And so we would just need to
Yeah.
work together on that one item and
Sure,
see it.
but,
So
yeah.
it has to have an electricity source? Or you're saying it's?
Well, there is electricity source at that particular location that I'm requesting, because they light up the Christmas trees, and this year they had wreaths lit up. So there is electricity there, but that is a very dark corner, and it's, right.
We just have to check on that.
And as it is, there's just a couple of things here, and
Yeah.
I appreciate your letter, and I like the idea, and I also love the message. Hugs and kisses, what better than that, you know?
Thank you.
So I certainly appreciate, you know, what you're asking us. But a couple of things come to mind. You have, on what you passed out, you have the seal of the Village of Southampton. It would be helpful to get a letter from them on their letterhead requesting this as well. I'm not doubting you, but that would be nice. And as it is a Community Preservation Fund property, there's also a policy that we would probably have to adopt. And really, the question is, you know, which art and which artist would we want to display? You brought this here, and again, I like it.
Thank you.
There's also traffic safety concern, any illumination on an intersection, but that's, you know, that can be worked out, I'm sure, with placement and whatnot. Today, we have a meeting with the Arts and Cultural Committee. I was planning on bringing this up with them to see what they thought. I'm sure they're going to love it, and then put it over to the Community Preservation Office to have a legal opinion on, you know, for the board, as to how we would move forward with such a thing. Because this is one community preservation property, and we have several hundred. So we would need to develop policy on this.
And it's also,
Yeah.
we also run into where, you know, we allow this, then it becomes down the line, we have to allow other art, and then.
That's what I want.
I get that, but we have to also be sensitive to, you know, different types of art and things, you know, an XOXO is very, you know, welcoming and lovely, but if it gets into something that could be controversial, you know, it's hard for us to then say no to another.
Do you remember the
sculpture.
legs in Sag Harbor?
Yeah.
I certainly
Okay,
do.
like, was it a
And it's
structure?
still-
It went
and
before the
it's-
zoning board, and there was this whole thing on the legs. They eventually came down because it was determined that it was a structure near, you know, a sidewalk. So those are the kinds of things that we want to kind of look at the outset.
And art inspires.
Oh, yes,
And so
absolutely.
we remember that 30 years, and
I mean, Could potentially, I mean, this is a question for the board, could potentially there be a committee, whether it's Arts and Cultural Committee, where a proposal of it from an artist of placing a certain sculpture or something in a certain place goes before that body, they make a determination?
Well, that's what we would have to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, right. And
There's
then
perhaps
the
a process
committee
we can
of
look into
artists, or,
establishing.
because
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
you want, not this board, but other, we're
Another
not
board.
Yeah, I mean, this
artists.
is a unique, because this is in the village, so
Yeah.
it's,
Mhm.
And,
And it's on village-owned property,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
that's why it's there but I'm
We
just
did
trying
buy
to
it.
open up the
Yeah.
town to be more inspiring.
I
And
think the
it's a large
town
artist
owns
community
the
here.
property and the village manages it, if it's a CPF property.
Could be.
we've got a
Yeah, we
water
can check
quality
that out.
project on it
Yeah.
from the village.
I
got a couple
I have the
pieces where
tax
you
map
can do
number, and what I got back, Supervisor, was that it was co-owned, so that's why I mentioned co-owned.
Yeah.
So I think what you're getting from us today is we're definitely open to looking into it. I think there's just some questions that we have to, beyond, a town board meeting, a
Oh, I
deeper dive
understand
into it
that,
and
yeah.
figure
Right.
it out. see
And I've
what-
outlined the first two steps.
I'm sorry.
And I've outlined the first two steps, so we're gonna bring it
Well,
to our Arts
thank
and
you
Cultural
for
Committee.
your
And then,
work.
and then bring it to the Community Preservation Fund,
Right.
that,
I
for
know
them
there's
to
this-
look into it, in the
Yeah.
legal aspects.
It might be just, as you mentioned, temporary placement, we would have to have some kind of a contract with you that it sets out the length of time and, any waiver of liability if something happens to it, you wouldn't hold the town
I do have that
responsible.
with the village,
Didn't
yes, I
consider
do.
that.
So you're thinking in the same lines
Yeah.
as the village, but I do have that. It's not
Yeah.
written, I didn't
Yeah.
include it, but I have it in my personal records.
But, yeah, that's a
Is
nice
there?
idea.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah.
Is
It was a
there,
great idea.
We'll come up with a policy.
Oh.
We'll look into that, as
Yeah.
Councilman
Wh-
Schiavone says.
thank you.
I think you're hearing positive here.
Yeah, it's all positive.
Thank you, thank you,
feedback.
thank you.
And
Thank you for your time, listening to me, and hopefully we can make a change.
Yes.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Is anyone else here for the public portion that would like to speak that didn't fill out a card? Okay. All right, let's move ahead with the resolutions then.
Online.
Online.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for always reminding me. Kevin, is anybody online for the public portion that has a hand up? All right.
Town Board Resolution 2024.
Wait, we gotta close public portion first.
Motion to close the public portion.
By the way, can I just say, happy birthday, Bill Pell?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Should we sing?
No
did.
singing.
Michael already did.
Belated birthday.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Who was the second on that one? Thank you.
Michael,
And I'm a yes.
Moving on.
Town Board Resolution 2024-299, authorize maintained roof and gutter system from Statewide Roofing, Inc., used on Suffolk County Water Authority contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2024-300, authorized to push asphalt and by material, sandstone, agar, topsoil, mulch, dispose of road metal, use Suffolk County, using Suffolk County contracts.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-301 to authorize purchases of bus shelter supply and installation from PSL Industries, Inc., using Suffolk County contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-302, authorize purchases of construction equipment and dredging services from H&L Contracting LLC and Laser Industries, Inc., using Suffolk County contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-303, co-sponsored by Councilman Schiavone, Councilman Pell, to authorize purchases of electric vehicle supply equipment and related services using Sourcewell contract with ChargePoint, Inc.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-304, co-sponsored with Councilman Pell, to authorize purchases of HVAC and air conditioning service and new installation from Commercial Instrumentation Services using Suffolk County contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-305, to authorize purchases of plumbing supplies from Capital Islip Plumbing for Ferguson Waterworks, Island Replacement Parts, T. Mina Supply LLC, and Sid Tool Company Incorporated, DBA MSC Industrial Supply Company using Suffolk County contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-306 to authorize purchases of welding, fabrication, and repairs using Suffolk County contract with Retrofit, Inc.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 307 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli and Councilman Pell. Authorize supervisor to execute an amended contract with L.K. McLean Associates, P.C. to provide professional services for Tiana Beach Pavilion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 308 of 2024 to authorize the supervisor to extend a contract with Long Island Housing Partnership to provide technical assistance for attainable housing programs.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 309 of 2024, authorize the purchase of a Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew LT four-wheel drive from Buzz Chew Chevy Cadillac Incorporated using the New York State OGS contract for vehicles Class 1-8 statewide.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 310 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Yaselli, authorize the sale of a community benefit unit located at 1102 Ayuri Way in East Quogue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Happy to see that. Town Board Resolution 311 of 2024, authorize the supervisor to execute a service order with Box Incorporated for Business Plus account licenses.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-312, co-sponsored by Councilman Schiavone, to authorize the supervisor to sign a 2024 agreement with Penflex, Inc. for the Defined Benefit Service Award Program.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 313 of 2024, authorize the supervisor to execute a 2024 contract with Oliver Packaging and Equipment Company as sole source provider of complete system packaging trays for senior services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-314, authorize the supervisor to execute agreement with Robert Smith of Hawkins, Delafield, and Wood LLP as bond counsel for the Riverside Sewer District.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-315, to authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Baseline Health Management LLC to provide comprehensive health physicals.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-316, co-sponsored by Councilman Schiavone, to authorize the supervisor to execute an amended contract with AVA Design, Inc. for the architectural design, engineer services, as well as construction management of a proposed ambulance facility at 1256 North Sea Road in Southampton.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-317, co-sponsored with Council Members Schiavone and Pell, authorize the supervisor to sign a contract amendment with Easton Architects LLP for architectural and engineering services for the Tupper Boathouse.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 318 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Pell and Schiavone, authorize the supervisor to sign a contract extension with L.K. McLean Associates, P.C. for professional services associated with Reeves Bay Nature Trail and Catwalk.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-319, authorize the supervisor to sign a sole source contract with Old Dominic Bush Company of Old Dominic Bush Company OEM Parts.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Town Board Resolution 320 of 2024, authorize the supervisor to sign an intermunicipal agreement with certain villages to participate in the Community Housing Fund pursuant to Town Code 140.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And just for the board's edification, it's North Haven, Sag Harbor, and West Hampton Beach, and we certainly invite the other 4 incorporated villages to enter into municipal agreements with us on this as well.
Town Board Resolution 321 of 2024, authorize the supervisor to sign one-year extension with LMJ ENT LLC DBA, the Sandcastle Cafe for Tiana Beach concession for the 2024 summer season.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-323, the 2024 notice to bidders for lumber and paint.
Wait,
No,
wait.
Second.
Wait.
no,
Did I
that's
miss
to
one?
Yeah.
declare item surplus.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's not
322.
highlighted. Okay.
All right,
It's hidden down there.
support the vote.
Town Board Resolution 2024-322 to declare items surplus and authorize disposal of vehicles and equipment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Town Board Resolution 2024-323, 2024 notice to bidders for lumber and paint.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-324, co-sponsored by Council Members Pell and Scavone, 2024 notice to bidders for Town Hall electric vehicle charging stations.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-325, bidding, 2024 notice to bidders for Yacht Club Drive bulkhead replacement.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-326, amending the 2023 budget for various departments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-327, to amend the 2024 adopted budget for building and zoning part-time salaries.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-328, to authorize purchase order encumbrances 2023 to 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-329, to accept the resignation of Robert I. Ross from the Public Safety Commission.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to thank him
Thank
for
you,
his
Yes,
Robert.
thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
Robert.
service, Robert.
It's been here a long time.
Robert's been on that committee since it was formed. He's put a lot of time and effort into
Yes.
it, so,
Wonderful.
He did a good job.
yes.
Town Board Resolution 2024-330, to reappoint Robert Edel to the Public Safety Commission.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-331, the continuation of legal services by Sir Tillman Balin, Adler and Hyman LLP as it relates to Rose Hill Road, Water Mill, New York, for 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-332, continuation of legal services by Vincent Toomey Esquire for 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 333 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli. Authorization of course reimbursement waiver for Blaze Church Spring into Easter 2024 to be held on March 23rd, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2024-334, co-sponsored with the whole board, authorized the Southampton Town Police Department Personal Take Explorer program to participate in the 9/11 Memorial in New York City.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-335, recall and amend resolution number 2024-20, set town board work session schedule for 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So now our work sessions will begin at 10 o'clock going forward.
Thank you for that.
Town Board Resolution 336 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli, waive portable stage fee for Hampton Bays Fire Department Annual Carnival.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-337, I'd like to table this.
We're going to withdraw it.
Oh, okay, I'll withdraw it.
Thank you. Town Board Resolution 338 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilman Iacilli, 2024 junkyard permits.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-339, setting forth the 2024 part-time salaries.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-340, to accept the retirement of Philip Tachi Jr., Groundskeeper 3, in the Parks Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-341, to appoint Allison Stout to Public Safety Dispatcher 1 in the Police Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-342 to appoint Ashley Bureau to Public Safety Dispatcher 1 in the Police Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-343 to appoint Douglas Rollo to Public Safety Dispatcher 2 in the Police Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Town Board Resolution 2024-344 to appoint Brandon Drummond to Network and Systems Specialist 1 in Information Technology.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-345 to appoint Dawn Kuzak to Senior Office Assistant in Land Management.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Town Board Resolution 2024-346 to appoint James Edmond to Scale Operator in Waste Management.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town Board Resolution 2024-347 to appoint James Trent III to Groundskeeper 2 in the Parks Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And welcome to all our new employees.
Welcome.
Town Board Resolution 348 of 2024, co-sponsored with Supervisor Moore and Councilman Iacilli and Pell. Notice of public hearing to consider terminating the Hampton Bays Waterfront Revitalization Urban Renewal Plan as it relates to the property located at 20 Shinnecock Road, Hampton Bays, which is the Bel Air Cove property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Just for the public's edification, the reason why I'm not a co-sponsor is because I voted on the original plan, but support what we're doing here.
2024-349, notice of public hearing, chapter 261, consider enforcement action at 188 West Neck Road, Tuckahoe, New York, 11968, tax map 900-11-2-10.
Madam Clerk, can I be added as a co-sponsor, please?
That's sponsored by the whole board. Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Town Board Resolution 350 of 2024, I am going to withdraw. We're going to have a public work session on this, I think this Thursday,
The 21st.
the 21st, and then we'll renotice it. Or we'll notice it.
And I do encourage everybody to, as Councilwoman McNamara suggested, watch the work session that was held on December 8th, 2022 for some background on that.
The next resolution, 351 of 2024, we are going to withdraw it, and it will be brought back later on this spring. And with
After we have
Councilwoman
an opportunity to
McNamara's.
discuss it with the property owners.
Right, that was at request of the CPF Administrator, Jackie Fenlon, and there's still some more work to do on access.
Okay.
The next one as well.
Hmm?
The next one as well.
And, right, the next one as well. So you
Withdrawn.
agree as a co-sponsor?
Yes.
Okay. Town Board Resolution 352 of 2024. Again, that one is going to be withdrawn. Oh, yes, excuse me. That one is going to be withdrawn for the same reasons and brought back later on this springtime.
Possibly.
Okay, and so Town Board Resolution 353 of 2024, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara and Councilman Pell, authorize the acquisition of 710 North McGee Street in the hamlet of North Sea and amend the CPF Management and Stewardship Plan to include property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's a good one.
Yes, it is.
Okay, then we have the walk-ons.
You get the warrants first.
Yes. Town Board Resolution ID number 45864, warrant number 5, capital number 5, CPF number 5, dated March 12th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Town Board Resolution ID 45866, amend and adopt the 2024 adopt budget of salary and related benefits for marine maintenance or maintenance mechanic 3.
Second.
All in favor?
And I actually,
Aye.
may I be
Oh,
added, sorry, may I be added as a co-sponsor, Madam Clerk?
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry.
And then that's you.
And then we have Town Board Resolution 45869, a resolution amending the resolution that created the Town Board Traffic Mitigation and Safety Task Force. This came at the recommendation of Councilman Pell, who had a conversation with a couple of fire chiefs. One of the members that we'll be adding is Jason Corti at the recommendation of Councilman Pell. Is that correct, Councilman? So we're going to make sure we add somebody to make the number of individuals on the task force to 13. So
Thank you.
So we have to add somebody in addition?
He added me to
we're adding
co-sponsor
an
too.
extra member who's a fire chief.
He's ex-captain.
Ex-captain? Okay. Should that be
He was a
amended?
captain, yeah.
Former.
Former
yeah.
captain.
Okay. Oh, got it.
He never was chief.
So should we amend, so like, can we make a motion? Are we able to amend this resolution to say ex-captain,
Ex-fire captain. is
It's
a fire
former
chief.
Southampton.
Or
instead
member.
of
Fire
Yeah, member.
captain.
fire chief?
No,
sorry.
member of Southampton Fire.
It's number
Fire
210.
Yeah, all it has to do is say former Southampton fire captain.
Yeah,
Instead
so
of chief.
instead of chief.
In the last
include
Fire
line,
captain?
replace the
Instead of
word
chief.
chief
Yes.
with captain,
Captain.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Fire police.
And a current
And you
member.
wanted to be a
Yes.
a
And good
sponsor as well,
standards.
correct, Bill?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
He's very devoted to the fire department.
Okay.
Okay.
Town Board Resolution ID number 45.
Approve as amended.
What? Oh,
We didn't vote.
okay.
We amended, we need to,
Vote on the
Motion to
amendment.
approve as amended.
We have to vote on the amendment first.
What? I thought we just did.
No.
you made the amendment, we just need to vote on it.
Who's,
All right.
Bill Pell second, Bill, you
Second.
seconded it? All in favor?
All
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then we
Aye.
move to adopt
Correct.
the resolution as
Is
amended.
that a Hague?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And add me a co-sponsor too, please.
I did that already.
Thank you so
Like
much.
stuck
Yeah.
All right, Town Board Resolution ID number 45871 to amend the 2024 Town Board Zoning Amendment Petition Fee Schedule for the Department of Land Management.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And Town Board Resolution ID number 45877, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to enter into a contract with the Village of West Hampton Beach and Ashlar Contracting for the Governor John Adams Dix Windmill Restoration Project.
Second. And could I be added as a co-sponsor, please?
Me as well, Madam Clerk?
Myself as
Yeah,
well
add
too.
me as well.
Full board.
The full
Okay,
board.
hold on,
Full board.
gotta get to it.
That's great, so they're awarding the bid.
It's very exciting.
Very
Yeah.
exciting.
Okay,
Well
so
done,
is this the
Supervisor.
entire town board now?
Yes.
Yes.
Your foot.
Thank
I
you.
want to thank Kelly for all her work on that. She's
Thank you,
very
Kelly.
hard.
Thank you, Kelly.
With the village attorneys over there, Tony Pascal, I believe it was, and,
Mm-hmm. Steve Angel.
yeah.
Was Trustee Brian Teeman involved in this?
Yes.
The whole
Brian
board.
Keane, yep.
Shout out to Trustee Brian Teeman
And Mayor Urban.
and Mayor.
And the rest of the gang in West Hampton Beach.
A good project.
All right, well, then, that's it. I
Okay.
need a motion to close.
I did believe we did vote on that, yes.
The windmill, yes.
Yes.
So I
Motion
will-
to
my-
adjourn?
Adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.